Now, this NBA season, right, it's been a crazy one. This NBA league has just been a crazy one because they've been reaching for who's going to be the new face of the league ever since like LeBron started aging out. And then, of course, it was Steph at some point. I don't know why they just skip over people at this point. I thought Steph should still be the face of the league as of now. It's not like he's retired or anything. I know the Warriors had a couple bad seasons, but they still been Steph's still been Steph. Like, I don't get it.
Hey Tomo, we might get some heat in the comments for that, but I agree.
Hey, that's cool, but I've been asking. That's why I had to ask Teddy. I was like, bro, they keep talking about the face of the league, and nobody bringing up the guy who just won a ring is a little funny to me. But okay, but agree or disagree, LeBron had some comments after one of his games, and he said, "Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that cover and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis basically bleep on everybody? Obviously, I didn't ask for it. I feel Ant. I understand this is just weird energy when it comes to that. And the question was more so posed to why don't you think Ant wants to be the face of the league? And LeBron kind of took a shot at the actual media. So, do you agree? Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree. And I like the stuff like LeBron does, like the school and everything. It makes me want to like LeBron. But isn't it? If I'm lying, let me know. There's multiple videos of him calling himself the GOAT. There's times where he put the crown on his head. Come on, bruh. You ain't asked for it. You want it. You wanted it. That's why every time you have a chance, you let us know that you think you the GOAT. You said it. Didn't he say when I came back on that 3-1 lead against the Warriors, that made me the GOAT right there? Didn't he say that?
Those were his words.
Come on, bro. Nobody asked you that, but you said that. And here's another thing I don't like. This is just athletes in general. I don't know what y'all want people to do when y'all don't do well. What you want us to not talk about it, but just praise the good you do? No. Just like when you do good, we're gonna praise you when you do good. But if you're having a slump, a bad stretch of games, we have to keep it real with you and let you know that you're not performing to the standard. And don't get upset. Don't say people switching up. No, we just telling the truth. Now, do some people, you know what on y'all? Yes, but that is not the majority of the media. People, not people, athletes get mad at the media sometimes for just doing their job. They just doing their job. You probably in your feelings. You're not playing well, bruh. You have to separate personal from a job. You have to do it. We as Americans, we have to do it all the time. We might come into work mad at your girl that made you mad. Some family member just pissed you off. You can't bring that into your workplace. In your workplace, you gotta let it go. Do your job. After your job is done, you can be mad at whatever you was mad at all over again. But you can't take it out on people who's A, doing their job, or B, has nothing to do with it. Like I said, I'm not saying that's what happens all the time, but I just see athletes get so mad that you not babying them, that you not coddling them, that you not, oh, you're still so great. Even though the last 10 games, you just had 10 points. Even though you're used to averaging 30, you only dropping 10. I'm just making up a scenario, but you only scored 10 points, but you're still so great. No, we're going to say, hey, you need to pick it up. You only scored 10 points your last 10 games. This ain't you. You need to do better. It just seems like they want to be babied and coddled. And I don't blame athletes 100% for that, because growing up, if you're good enough, the little things that you do, they'll excuse it because he's so good. And I
Yep.
dislike that the whole time, because all you're doing is creating a monster. You're creating a guy who's never going to create accountability or accept accountability, excuse me. And every time something goes wrong, he's going to look to somebody else to bail him out, or he's just going to look to not get criticized because he's always been so good. What you going to say to me? I'm too good. No, this is the pros, bro. This is a whole different league. And I just don't like that athletes seem that when they do bad, they feel like it shouldn't be talked about because I'm an athlete. No, like I said, to end it off, I want to praise you when you do good, but when you do bad, I have to criticize you just as much as I'm praising you.
Nah, that's a fact. That's funny that you said that about athletes as far as the getting coddled. I think that's what I noticed in the Ben Simmons documentary. As far as like through his whole career, it was just like, bruh. He's always going to get the special treatment. And now once he gets to the league, it's like you have to work a little bit harder. And like everything's not going to come to you. Like, that's just what it is. LeBron always knows, he knows what to say to tick the right person off. Because even when I was going to try to find a video to see if he like just if it was a quote somewhere or if he just said it, I stumbled across First Take. And the first person that went off was Stephen A, of course. And he's like, wait. Here you go again, being upset, saying that you don't want to be the face when you basically everything, Carl. It's kind of funny. Everything you said, Carl, is what Stephen A was kind of like alluding to, but you said it a little bit
Can I
better because
interrupt
I
you
can
real quick?
actually I can actually hear you when you were saying it. But go
Can
ahead.
I interrupt you real quick? For the people that just heard that, if you know me, you know I don't listen to Stephen A. Smith at all.
I
So
know.
it's not like I
That's
heard
why.
what he said and regurgitated it.
No, that's why it's funny though. That's why it's funny when you said it because it's like, bruh, you kind of ask for everything that you get in the media. You want us to always say the right thing about you, but it's like, bruh, you're not going to always be the best player. It's okay. You're not going to be the best player on every night. It happens that way. Even during your run, you let what's the one thing they always kill him for? Because the MJ never did it. You allowed other people to win rings on your clock. So it's like, bro, you're the face of the league. However, Steph came out of nowhere and won four, like just won four. Steph made an all-star game, and we talked about it on here. It was like Steph technically shouldn't be an all-star starter,
He
but
shouldn't have been an all-star, period. Honestly.
some people, hey, that's another fight for another day. But he became a starter because it was one in the Bay. But again, that goes back to what I said in the beginning. They just brushed over Steph run. Like he was the face for like what, like 2 months, basically. Like that's what it felt like to me. Then
It's crazy how people don't want to give Steph the face of the league, but people blame Steph for ruining the game they love. It's like, how? How is he not the face if you say Steph ruined basketball? If he can't ruin basketball if he ain't the face of it. Because
exactly,
if he wasn't the face, they wouldn't try to emulate what he was doing. Teams was really
exactly.
trying to go out there and get a guy shoot 30, 40 footers because Steph was hitting these crazy 30, 40-foot shots at a high clip and they're winning rings.
And what Kerr say, it's a bad shot, but not for him. Like anybody else do that, I'm gonna be like, what are you doing? But when he does it, that's just what it is. And the kids today, if you go to any park, if they are outside, if you go to any rec, they running on a fast break, stopping at the 3-point line and shooting. Like that's just what it is. So that lets you know that he was the face of the league, right? But to me, like I said, it felt like it was only 2 months because Ja Morant came out of nowhere. And Ja had the dunking sensation, and then they kept trying to push it on Ja. And then Joker won, and they kept trying to push it on Joker. And then Luca had like a 30-minute run. And I was just like, you all are just giving these people the face of the league when you really have a champion right here who is like doing the right things. He's winning. He's not doing the wrong thing in the streets. And he's a positive role model. Like he's giving y'all that. Granted, I don't think nobody in the league actually asked to be the face of the league outside of at some point. I would say about 20 to 21-year-old LeBron probably started doing it because he like, I guess I'm just the baddest thing smoking. Y'all want to keep putting me on TV. But now it's at the point where they're trying to force Ant to do it. And I think Ant is like, I'm too down to earth for me to actually be the face of the league. Yes, I'll take the promotions. Yes, I'll take the commercials. Yes, I'll take everything that you all are giving me because if you're giving it to me, I'm from around the way. I'm gonna leave with
Right,
something.
right.
Like I'm not gonna say no, but I also don't want the responsibility of you all coming to me every time something goes wrong in the league. Like that's just not who I am. LeBron took it a whole nother way talking about the media. Because again, the media is supposed to hold you accountable when your friend's not gonna do it. That's what
Yeah,
they're
that's
doing.
that's what I didn't like. I ain't like the fact LeBron was like, "Why would anybody want that, bro? You wanted it. I don't care what you say. You trying to throw the fact that you're the GOAT and talk, like I said earlier, shows that you wanted it. You do.
Yeah. Now we agree on another thing too is there are some people in the media who try to get their rocks off by just being negative all the time. That makes sense when you want to say they just bleep on people. Where it's like, bro, no matter how good you do, they're always going to keep bringing up the bad. That's the side of the media that I can understand. Where you like, all right, bro, I don't want to be the face because you're not even trying to hold me accountable. You just want to keep ridiculing me about every single negative thing. You got a point there, but you also overshadow all the positive people that say, LeBron, you're one of the best players, or the people who fell in love with Ant Edwards because of his personality. Like you killed them people because they're just trying to do their job. So I want to say I disagree. I gotta disagree with his comments.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly disagree. It wasn't even a thought. I read those comments and I just was like, LeBron strikes again. Like I genuinely like LeBron what he does for kids and everything of the sort. I genuinely do. But it's just stuff like that. Sometimes I'm like, come on, bro, stop it. Or like the cap stuff, like stop it, bro. Just, bro, you're great, bro. You are great, but come on.
I don't think he can help it at this point. He's just gonna be himself. Also, he getting old, so he about to start getting set in his ways.
About to. I think he already set in his ways, bro.
You might have a point there. Sometimes when you don't read past the first page of a book, things can get a little.
Oh my god, that is the funniest cap stuff ever.
That's just hilarious to me. But